You sound like you know the law.
Yeah, you do. I
Yeah.
was gonna ask you. I want to stay on this story. Tell us what happened in court.
Yeah, so I to go off what Sam saying at first a little bit, I understand a little bit more about the law than the average person because I plan on becoming a lawyer one day.
Yeah.
Don't know how long the journey will take me, but over the past year, the previous year, I was at Iowa State for criminal justice and psychology. So I planned on maybe doing grad school at Drake Law
Yeah.
or somewhere in Arizona or something, but I haven't necessarily got there. This has kind of derailed a lot with and being an Iowa State police officer. I haven't felt comfortable going back to school.
Okay.
Being near faculty or staff because I don't know who his friends are.
Mm-hmm.
I love and protect my friends at all costs, right or wrong, just like how the other police officers at the situation did. But just because you protect somebody, right or wrong, a great wrong happened to me and can possibly happen again. So I'm trying to figure out how can I get my story out there and share my voice to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Hey, in the middle of this, real quick, I have a theory. I don't think he was ever going to turn his body cam on until he realized that you wasn't just an average Joe. Until he realized
Yeah.
how educated you was. He heard him and said he knows something. Let me not
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put my shit on.
Yeah.
Go, continue. My bad.
But I think it's important that you say that because, like I was saying, we're all required to know the law, but law's not really taught in school like that. Our parents teach us, yes, if you get pulled over, go live, call me, FaceTime me,
Yeah.
leave me on speaker, put your hands up, don't resist, even if you don't do nothing. Even if you don't smoke weed, you might have your friends that smoke and you hang around them. They tell you don't smoke in the car. That's a reason for them to stop and search. You don't have your music too loud.
Yeah.
We're told all these things as precautions to make sure that what happened to me didn't happen, and I tried my best to enact on those, and I did, but I still inevitably got hurt.
Yeah.
Bro, do you realize how many things you just named to protect ourselves from our protectors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to oppress the police or nothing like
Yeah.
that. Because, like you said earlier, there's good ones, there's bad
Bad
ones.
ones.
There really, and it
Good
really
ones
is.
and bad
It's
ones.
like
Yeah.
there is with everything, and that has to do with race, black people, white people, or male, female. There's good ones, there's bad ones, and everything. So I'm not trying to put it as a whole, but do you realize how much that we just naturally have to do for what we have to do to protect ourselves from protectors, and like after doing that and it still doesn't work, like how do you feel? Do you even feel comfortable enough to even bring children in this world?
Yeah, always, because I'm a believer in God, and I won't get too deep into my own religion on this one. Maybe that's a conversation we probably do another time, but
Yeah.
I believe in God, so with Him, anything is possible.
Right.
If it's of this world and it's tangible, I know it's definitely possible. But if you can dream it and believe it, it becomes even more possible with God. But that's just one of my philosophies and theories. But I would necessarily say my mentors and people I'm around, whether it's a school resource officer like Officer Bruce, everybody around the city of Des Moines should know who Officer Bruce is. He's a detective now, but
Is he?
yeah,
Good for
he's been
him,
a
man.
detective for quite a few years, but he cared about being a police officer. He cared about building rapport with his citizens. He cared about, making sure that kids learned, whether if it was a situation where he could have got you out of something because it's not that big of a deal, or if it's he had to arrest you because you knew better, you should have did better, and he upheld an oath. I've never seen.
Like when Jay Sean's dumbass bought a BB gun.
Yeah, just things that could have sent our school into a national lockdown and made news and stuff.
Yeah.
He kept his best under wraps. Realized it's probably just some troubled kid that needed a conversation, but needed to know at the same time you cannot do this again because of men like him and Isaiah Knox and the Ashley Middletons and the mentors I've had in this life. Is
Coach
the reason
Knox,
why
shout out.
I respawn high. And a huge shout out, Coach Ryan. You got to always.
and Coach
And
Ryan.
John Lamb, got to.
And Coach Lynn. Hey, true story about Officer Bruce. I remember my brother Nico, he had gotten in a fight with this dude named E-Man, and E-Man's in my grade. Excuse me. And E-Man's in my grade. And I'm like, hold up, I don't care if Nico won or lost. You're not going to be in my grade and fight my brother.
Yeah.
So at this point, they already in trouble, so they already in the office. So I just bust in the office, and I see him. He's like behind the counter, so I go to hop behind the counter. I don't know where Officer Bruce's old ass gonna catch me in midair and slam me. I'm trying to get away from him. I'm trying to get away from him strong as I'm like, get off me. He's like, Save me like 5 seconds. We're going to jail. Stop. I'm like, okay.
That don't shock me at all. Officer Bruce might have had white hair at
shows
the age
love.
of 40 because
Man.
he didn't help so many people.
Man,
So many.
it wasn't old age. It was just stress.
Stress. You see what they did to Obama?
Yeah.
Obama,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
he was in there 8 years. Bro
Yeah.
came in black, came out white.
Yeah.
Hair wise.
Well, I'm gonna say.
I'm
So
done with
Rick,
these niggas.
take us back to the court because the judge. I saw what the judge said. He said he stunned this even went to trial. So take us back to the court, man.
Yeah, you know.
Was the officer saying bullshit? You know, man.
Yeah, so another point. So before you ever get to trial, because I took my case all the way to trial. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people don't know, but I'll drop a little bit of facts. My numbers aren't 100% on, but I'm like 95% close on
Yeah.
everything I'm about to say for the next 2-3 minutes. So fun fact: only about 10 to 15% of cases go to trial.
Yeah.
85% of cases are normally resolved in a plea deal, whether
Yeah.
you're guilty or not.
Yeah.
You know? So with these things taking place, things kind of got prolonged. My trial was originally supposed to start on my birthday,
Yeah.
November 28th. My trial didn't happen until January 18th.
Oh damn.
And that's because the district attorney. So the district attorney, and let me rephrase that, not the district attorney, the assistant district attorney. Her name's Lynette Van Wygardner. And it's very important that people know these names and these people in these positions because these are elected positions.
Yeah.
Like the
When
officials.
people go to
Vote.
vote on this year,
On the
because
ballot,
2024, we vote our judges, we vote our district attorneys, we vote all our superintendents, we vote these things into place. We vote our senators, we vote our congressmen, you know, we vote all these things in. So,
I know we do district attorney. Do we do ASAs too?
yeah, we do. That's what AU say. That's an assistant U.S. attorney. So, yep. And then judges is like the main one though. When you see these judges constantly do bad things over and over again, I watch people say, "Oh, the system's messed up." So get up and do something about it.
Yeah.
Get up and go vote. Get up and contact your senator. I know, like I said, I've had the luckiness of having a very good relationship with Senator Knox since I was a child. You know,
Yeah.
he used to coach my basketball coach, John Lamb. Senator Knox coached John Lamb. John Lamb coached me. Senator Knox helped get me my first internship / my first job at Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right. Right.
I've been very fortunate to know some people in very high places. And he wasn't always the senator. He actually started out as a community guy.
Right.
Yeah.
He worked at Urban Dreams. Like if you're from Des Moines, you typically know him for doing something of helping of the sort, you know?
And known for looking like Tony Parker.
Or Common, you know. He's like a few people. We love Isaiah Knox though. You're from that area, you love Senator Knox by all means. And his son's very talented, very good hooper, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Very, very
Y'all
good.
chance.
Yes.
Man.
So about the trial.
So about the trial, the judge was shocked, you know.
Mhm.
The district attorney had multiple opportunities to dismiss it. Could have made sure they saved not only my time, my mental, and all the other things that I'm going through in life. They could have saved those jurors and that judge's time, but she didn't want to see the evidence for what it was, just like the Iowa State police didn't see that it was excessive force, you know. At the trial, like I said, he said many things. He said so many things. The judge said what he said. He said in 27 years, he's been a judge for 27 years, and he's shocked.
Yeah.
Shocked. Mind you, judges see murder cases, people decapitated.
27 years is my whole fucking life.
Yeah, it's more years than I've been alive. So they see things that we wish that we didn't have to see on a daily basis. That's their job. That's what they got elected to do. And he was shocked to see that still came to trial. Shocked. His own words, he watched me be physically and verbally assaulted. Not my words, those are Judge Stephen A. Olson's words.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He watched me be assaulted. So for Iowa State Police to say there was no excessive force, there was no wrongdoing, it's because I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Right.
We live in a society to where I didn't die, so I should be okay. Shut up. It's cool about it. I'm not George Floyd. He didn't put his neck knee in my neck and kill me. He
I
didn't.
mean, it's still the same thing as George
Nah,
Floyd.
he tore a muscle.
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
still
same
breathing.
thing.
I might
But
not have been
he
able to
just,
breathe, but
you know what I mean? George Floyd got murdered,
yeah.
but it's the same shit, bro. The police did too much, bro.
And I get where you're coming from your standpoint, and I'm glad you feel that. You know, I feel happy and sad at the same time sitting here talking to y'all about it. And that's what I mean, the good and the bad, you
Yeah,
know, because that's how I'm hoping everybody that sees and watches this feels. You know, I'm
yeah,
hoping everybody kind of feels that same way because
Mm-hmm.
it'll make them get up and want to go do something about it.
yeah, for
But
real.
Yeah.
and how the way how it is and it's seen that society. I'm here.
Yeah,
That's not. It's not national news. It should be damn near national news.
I think so too.
it should be
I agree
national
with, I
fucking
agree with
news,
Randy.
literally.
I'm like, I know that you're the one who went through it, so I can't tell you how to feel. But I know one thing we can't be like, well, this guy got scratched. Well, this guy got scratched and kicked. No, they both got hurt.
It's the
Yes,
same
That's
thing.
the same exact thing.
Yes.
Same
It's the
shit,
level,
bro.
You know?
Yes.
Same
So,
shit.
And I believe, you know, my race has a factor in to do it. Does it maybe have the soul factor? Probably not. But did it play into something? Yes. I'm black in Iowa. I drive a 2013 V6 Challenger. I've never tried to act like it was the latest and the greatest, but I've worked hard for my little $13,000 car that only required not much for a down payment with good work history and credit because my mom taught me things like this, you know?
Yeah,
But because of the way how society is trained our minds and brains to think he's a young black guy in a car that he probably can't afford, that he shouldn't have. So let me stop him. Let me find a reason to stop him. We have these things called pre-contextual stops. You know what that is?
no.
So a pre-contextual stop is going to be another thing, not in just red states, because it's in places like Georgia, North Dakota, but here in Iowa as well. It means you can be stopped for certain things. So they're looking for certain things to stop
you for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, if you're black in a nice car, you're gonna get stopped. If you're 5 Muslim people driving in the car and that cop knows somebody from 9/11 or family or something or doesn't like Iran,
Muslim?
yes,
I'm stuck on that. Hold on.
it doesn't dispute against. It could be pretextual, can be religion, race, ethnicity, features. It could be hell. He might even know that you talked to his sister or cousin or something. I was not
Yeah.
that big of a place. Y'all know this.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's not that big of a place. So
13 years after 9/11 and still like that.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even since slavery, look at my arm.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, I
said
know.
they said
That
no
shit crazy.
no excessive force. Here we are in Black History
That was
Month, but
that was real excessive force, man. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
This gotta go national. Like y'all, like tune in for this, man. Like this is a big story in Iowa, man. Like this ain't no little ass story, gang. Like
Man,
y'all gotta tune in for this, man, and show y'all support, bro, for real.
And I appreciate all the
for
support.
real, man. And that brings me to a quote that I just came up with, man. Just came up with a Sam original. Let me get a horn. Let me hear if it's deep. Let me hear if it's deep, man. If y'all want us to stop thinking it's about colors, stop putting us in positions to try to figure out.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
that's one of them ones.
Hey, clap it up for that, bro.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
real.
that's crazy real quick.
No, for real. No, for real.
For real.
That's simple.
But I feel like not only is that one of those questions that is the glass half empty or is it half full, I feel like to kind of elaborate on that point, you know, I don't know what direction they want us to go. It's almost like not necessarily people are looking for a race war, you know.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't
yeah.
think anybody that's sane and loves not only themselves but to be alive and the people them around. Nobody's a winner in war, you know.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever been a winner in war, and that's never been like my goal or my aim of anything. So that's why I thought it's important that I come and do the podcast too. But I think it's very important to find out can we start? Where do
Yeah.
the men start? You know, where can we help change? Violence shouldn't be met with violence. Fire is not always fought with fire. You know, water puts out fire when the fire is not too big, and that's what I believe we can do as a community. You
Yeah.
know, he stops people every single day, so we don't stop him as a community as a whole. I'm going to make sure that I do what I can as an individual, but it's up to the community now, you
Yeah,
know. It's
yeah,
up to y'all to say, "Hey, that's my friend," or "I'm
Yeah,
somebody's son," or
yeah.
"You're
I
somebody's
agree.
son," or "Somebody's brother." It could be my son. This doesn't need to happen to anybody. Forget the color. We know the color plays into it some effect, but
Yeah,
what if this was somebody's son? Just because I come from poverty beginnings doesn't mean that I deserve any of this, you know?
Right,
yeah.
right. No one deserve that shit, man. No, none of us, man. We don't deserve that. Like for real.